How you doing, Ralphy here, Ralfy Customs. Fucking shaky camera. Time for a vlog, and we're going to start with some photos of the winning bikes at this weekend's just gone club run. And our fucking Dean with the big red stroke blue picked up best paintwork again. So a few stills, then a quick clip, and then we'll get back in the workshop. Big bar lamps, look, that fucking slipped the pen. Should be with his brethren. He's gonna freak out when I move the car forward. But cute nonetheless. Hey, righto. So we've got a quick wardrobe malfunction. Remember my rack? And remember that my tool roll went on the side. Well, one of the straps broke. And the tool roll decided to try and marry itself with the exhaust on my travels, so. We have replaced the tool roll with one from stock. Not that I carry stock. I just happen to have one or two spare. And we are going to remove the rear pipe. Remove all the shit from it. Mask it up. And spray it black again. Sorted. Then it's just a bit of a wash down and a polish. Check the lubes. Check the oil's light. Fucking Harry the bastard. Fucking did me proud. Real fucking great. Absolutely in love with this bike. Right, so exhaust off, cleaned up in the old Grover spray booth. And we'll give him a good fucking TFR traffic film remover around the engine and the really oily bits, you know, because it's a really good strong detergent. But I don't want to go too fucking mad with that shit, because it can affect the finish on certain paints and metals. Fetch me a cloth. So we've got a quick snow foam. We'll give him a good rinse off, take it in, fucking blow it off, who misses, and then let it dry. I'll come back to it in a day or two. I'll get the exhaust on as soon as I get time, probably Saturday or something. I'll give it a good polish. So sorted. Okay, so shovel head's done. Warming things through. Look at the steam coming off the exhaust wrap from where I washed it yesterday. Just want this exhaust paste to swell and cure, so we'll do that. Gonna make everything nice and fucking damp at steam, ain't it? For fuck's sake, there you go. So we sorted it, a replacement tool roll out, and we have repaired the rear the paint on the rear pipe. So that leaves us getting the dolly trolley ready to start the wiring. On the old trumpet, I get a tank off and in the office safe. Lift the seat out of the way. Battery's been on charge. Excuse me. Well, I fucking lost. Where and why? It's the fucking the fixings for the battery terminals. I've got some motor fucking, whatever they're called, motor bat ones. Nah, nothing like it. You know, these are just old school with a little tab with a 6mm M6 thread in it and screws. Fuck knows. I don't know. Don't know where that's gone. I've scoured everywhere looking for a replacement, but it's fucking... Most about have a threaded insert directly in the battery. There's no little nut, so fuck knows. I'm trying to find an old battery somewhere I thought I had that I can't seem to track down. Or failing that, I'm going to have to buy some or make some, aren't I? So, that's a fucking another little hiccup there, like. But anyway, we're going to get it stripped off and we're going to get it wired up. To watch me do that, you need to follow the series. I'll do its own video of wiring it up. I won't include it in this vlog, but that's what we're on with. After that, we're on to fucking the electrical work on our Mickey's. I'm going to fit his indicators and switchgear, which I will document in this vlog. So, there you go. Okay, pop pickers. There it is, all in one piece. All wired up, runs, start, stops, go around corners. A few things to do, a few shakedown things to do. If you follow the playlist, you'll see what they are. Let's just give you a quick power on. Quick demo. So speedo, fucking look at that, it's lovely, isn't it? Hit the button. Wee, bit cold now. That's enough of that silly bollocks. So that's that. And in celebration, because it's not all fucking spam fritters and fried food. In celebration, we have fucking noodles. Look, Chinese noodles. Fucking has a lot there, Liz. And some sweet and sour. I'm never going to eat all that, he says. But I'm going to have a nice coffee. I'm going to have my fucking sweet and sour. And my noodles. Way up. Making a right mess of this. Dishing up. Making a right mess of dishing up. So, we have Chinese for the Japanese, British, Triumph Kawasaki. Yeah, fucking I'm so glad, so fucking, you won't believe it. It does need some more work. It's not finished, because it's not running quite as it should. And there's a few little snags, which is normal, you know, but happy fucking days. Bonus footage. So we have the rocker box off. I got a fucking oil leak. I put a new gasket on it. It was leaking oil when I got it. This side of the bike was covered in it. It had a Scotch oiler on the chain, so that just chucked shit everywhere. And this rocker cover was leaking, so I got a new gasket for it. Still fucking leaking. So, I'm going to silicone the con. That's what I'm going to do. So it's off. We've got oil sitting in there. We know there's no problem with oil circulation, sir, because the top end's full of the fucker. It wasn't actually leaking from anywhere other than these two depressions there and other. So we put a little bit of silicone on there, a little bit of silicone corner, and drop it back on. And while I'm at it, I've got the carbs off so that I can fiddle about with those and try and get it running a little bit better. So I've started my commute, and this is the vista. Fucking Jesus, look. I'm just leaving our village, back end to village. Look at the fucking view over the fucking fields. You've got to be happy with that. Righto, so that's all finished pretty much. I've set it up best I can, carburetor wise. Runs like a fucking maniac, to be fair. It could possibly do with a little bit of refinement, but I'm happy with that for now, so we can get it in somewhere. If you follow the series, you'll see a much more detailed view of it all. Like, there it is next to Harry. I was hoping to capture the similarities with the same design frame and forwards and top and bottom yoke and all them bits and bobs, risers, there's all sorts. There's lots that follows through. So I'm hoping that you can see that the Triumph is of the same ilk, if you like. So that's that, happy days. Which brings us on to Mickey's. We've done the mechanicals, we've got everything fitted and working properly. What we need to do now is change these fucking... I've been putting it off, I'll be frank, like. You'd be better, get rid of these lollipops and this fucking stupid switchgear. That's what I'm on with now. And I'm not looking forward to it because of the wiring. It's something that I shy away from when it comes to doing it for other people. But we'll give it our best shot on this bright and sunny Monday morning, and we'll see how it goes. So we've stripped off this side. I need to try and work out how these fucking fit and strip the wiring back for them. But an interesting thing is that somebody's stripped the threads. These threads have been stripped in this off, so they've drilled them out, put a nut and bolt in. But look, you can't get a spanner on the fucker. I mean, what the fuck? How are you gonna hold that? Well, here's how you're gonna hold that. You're gonna get a flat blade screwdriver. You're going to push it down the side of it. That's about all I've got. So hopefully that'll jam up now. There you go. And undo, look. That's not right, is it? Hey? It's fucking close, but it's not right. And I just needed to crack that off while I fucking push that up as far as it'll go, and hope that there's enough room in here for the switchgear once this shit's took off, like. So that's what we're on with. Right, it's fucking turned into a nightmare already. So we've stripped out the wiring and tried to identify which wires do what. So when we replace the switchgear, we've got something to go at. And it's got one of my pet peeves. Look, everything's crammed in the fucking headlight. There ain't room in the headlight for the headlight, let alone a relay. Well, that's a relay. I think that's another fucking, don't know, flasher unit. Is it? Ain't got a fucking scuba. So I've tried tracing the wires back and seeing what's what, and I'm at a loss, to be fair. I think I'm gonna have to just rip it all out and start again. I think that's my option, but again, I'm fucking trying my best to shy away from doing auto electrics because they're a pain in the fucking arse. Also, there's no cutouts in the handlebars for wiring. There's nothing for internal wiring, so I'm gonna have to sort that out. There's an hole for these wires, but I don't know if it'll line up, and it certainly won't be big enough for the massive cabling that comes off this standard switchgear. And that's gonna have to be threaded through the fucking handlebars, extended and threaded through the handlebars, and that's gonna exit down here some fucking where. It's gonna come out of here, and then I'm gonna have to do something with it. I can't, you know. It's not gonna fit in the fucking headlight, is it? Right. Bollocks. So, there you fucking go. Right, so, we have identified what the wires do in each of the new switch gears. Fucking hell, come back. There. And there, upside down. And we've took out the shit we don't need, like front brake light switch and clutch switch. Just you don't have them. The problem we have now is not only are the wires too short if we route them through the handlebars, there's no slots, look, there's none of this shit, it's pocketing, it's not there. There's a one hole from where the switch gear was. Nothing that side. So what I'm going to have to do is drill these holes out. I'm going to have to drill the holes out, clean them up with a burr, I think. Stainless fucking bars as well, which makes it a cunt of a job. I'm proper moaning about it, ain't I? It's really fucking hard work. It's really, really awkward work. And then I'm going to have to extend the wires, and in order to keep the colours as they are, I'll either join them twice, like so I'll cut them here and then put a piece in, like here, you know, put a piece in and then rejoin these ends, or I'll match them up pretty much and make a note, depending on what wires I've got in my collection, in my stock, like, so So we'll have a look at getting the wires running through. Basically, that's my next job, is to make these slots in the handlebars and get on with running the wires through. So we drill them out to 4mm and the ends out to 10mm, and then we finish them off with a die grinder, like so. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it, but them chirps are the sound of an angry sparrow, because they're quite territorial, and there's two in here, there's two males in here, because fucking dickheads fly underneath the shutter when it's up and then don't fuck off when I close it. So I'm going to open the shutter up and let them fight outside. They can squabble outside. Once they've chased each other out, I'll be fucking closing the shutter and having the place to myself. Thank you very much. So, the old wiring is just long enough to come to the fucking end of the handlebars. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some staggered joints in. I don't want the joints being all down this end if I just extended the wires, so that's kind of fucking made me mind up that I'm going to have to, I'm going to cut the standard wires and then solder some bits on and then solder the standard wires back on. That's what I'm going to have to do. Just so that all the joints don't end up down this end, so we ain't got a fucking bottleneck down there. But that's alright, we can do that. You've seen me do this fucking loads, I'm not going to bore you with it. But basically I'll be cutting staggered, making cuts every inch or so down, and then soldering, twisting and soldering, heat shrinking the joints, and then the same the other end. So we'll have probably this much free cable, this much free cable from there back with no joints in. And the joints will all be up this end to keep it out of the way of the fucking entry and exit on the handlebars. Et voila! Test one. Do the same with the other one, and then we need to look at the bar end indicator wires. So, we're all threaded through, look. Fed on, threaded through. I've also fitted one indicator. I can't fit the other fucker because I need to fit the grip first, and the original grip split when I was taking it off, so I'm waiting for a new pair of grips to fucking come from hog parts, bless them. What I will do is use my patented fucking MIG wire trick. Fucking hell, how long? I've got a bit carried away with the length. Hey, not always a bad thing. And I'll thread that fucker down, not out that hole, thank you, and out the bottom hole when I've got two hands. Get in there, go on. When I've got two hands, so that it's ready. Just like when you buy a posh pair of fucking handlebars, they come with that, with a bit of wiring. And then I can fit the bars to the bike. So we're back on, we've got a cheat list. Cheat list, not cheat list, is it? It shows us what the wire do, they do. Those magic beans can come flowing down. Them there are cables. So I'm just attempting to get all this right hand chisel assembled. I've got the master cylinder back on now. I need to get the throttle cable in and this wrestled into place, and hopefully we'll have enough clearance focus on the old fucking indicator to still twisty grip them, to still twisty rev up them. Failing that, we'll have to back it off and wind it out a bit and fucking fuck about with it. Yeah, we're getting there. So as we're building it all up, we've had to pull this indicator out because indeed it was fouling, but that's not a problem. We've scudged everything up, which is a proper term, obviously, scudged. We noticed that there's a little bit of impingement against the master cylinder and the 1 1/4 bars, which is going to have always been there. I think we can live with that, but what we can't live with, I say, is the fact that the fucking lever's fouling the switch key. I can't fucking do it. It's catching in there, up there it is. So I'm going to pop the lever off. I'm going to undo this circlip underneath there that I can't show you very well. pull the pin, get the lever out, see what's what. So we've fettled, we've found the foul, and we've smoothed it out, and try and made it in line with the top. It stuck out a bit, and all that does, it locates, where are we? It locates this assembler, but because they're not totally compatible, we have a bit of an issue there, but hopefully we've worked that through. Okay, that's one side all fitted up. Like I say, we're still waiting for the grip for the other side, so we can't actually get the indicator on that side, but we've got this one on, and if it'll focus, it should look good. We did have the issue with the fucking brake catching, don't catch anymore, it's lovely. And we did have issue with the throttle cable being too fucking long, so we shortened that. And now it works. The grip's spinning on the fucking, on the twist grip, which is to be expected because I've done it with WD-40. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but I'm hoping that it dries and sticks like shit, which is what happens normally. With new grips, I'll WD-40 them on, and then overnight it's fucking glued on. I just put a bit of wire on there just to hold it a bit better while I'm working on it. So yeah, and we've got the wires running through. We've got the left-hand switchgear wires ready. These are going to do the lights and the left-hand indicator. I think that's about it, isn't it? I've got my list of bits on Hooter. So we'll do our best to get that part wired up, and then we need to seriously look at this side because we've got a kill switch. Come on, focus. Kill switch, starter, indicator. I can do the indicator, that's no problem. Kill switch and starter, not so sure about because they're fucking right back here. There's not a kill switch and the starter button's there. So I might have to piggyback off that and run some wires up some fucking where. Don't know. Well, I'll have to if I'm going to do it. So we'll see. I'll do this one side that I can do quite easily. Well, hopefully quite easily. And then we'll look at the other side, eh? Right. We've reached an impasse. We're all wired up apart from the indicators. Now, unfortunately, I've discovered that Mr. Harley-Davidson is in his infinite wisdom does not make these indicator switches latching. So you press it, it's on, let go, it's off. There's a relay elsewhere, a latching relay, or an ECU probably on the modern ones, you know, it's all there. So what I've had to do is accommodate two latching relays within the headlamp bowl, one for each side, and run a live up from the flasher unit, which I've relocated under the seat, though battery fed live, sorry, ignition fed live to that, and then a live up to the headlight, which will branch off one to each flasher relay, sorry, latching relay, that the switches all switch and the indicators all come on. So I'm waiting, I've had to order them, I ain't got them. It's not something I carry, being as that we don't do fucking electrics. So they're on order. And we're still waiting for the fucking grip so I can get the other indicator end on. Let me give you a demo. I'll bypass the fucking, I'll just turn the ignition on hot wire this indicator, which is there, I believe. Oh, it's not, is it? Is it? Bear with. Left hand. That's right hand. There. There we go. Yeah, do it again. Dad? What's the wanker? Fucking long. It don't translate to film, I don't think, but shit, you know, they're bright. So, that will complete it. Everything else works. Hooter works, although it needs another mount. It's not doing too great. That's a minor thing. And then we'll clip up, tidy up, tank on, headlight in. Jobs are good and fuck off. So that's I I'm going to call it at that. I've got a featherbed style frame to make now. Yeah. For Triton. A Triumph Norton style. Modern Triumph Bonneville engine. In a featherbed frame, style frame, of my construction for our Lee. So why Mickey's chopper in my hand is awaiting parts, I'm going to make a start on that, and I will of course video the series. It just leaves me to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, it really helps. Drop me a comment and I'll do my best to get back to you. Check out my friends in the description below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Lots of love everyone. See you soon.